kept myself muted. Good start, yeah. Anyway, new game. A game that I picked up not too long ago after finding Bomber Crew via Space Crew, which is due out in October, a couple of months' time. Yeah, and then found this and haven't stopped playing it since. At some point during the day I decided to go for a little, you know, can I find something to shoot, to sink, and but we'll go with a new game. Different game modes. There are mods for this. Steam Workshop is supported, but we're going to go with the tutorial. I'll show you the difference between, you know, tutorial and non-tutorial, which is here, which is what I have is unrealistic, but with everything else is and you can customize these, so you can go, you know, first person only, and you can change, so you can make it a bit easier or a bit harder, but we'll go with the tutorial, and which they're working on. Now what I find interesting is, see that bar? No, it's off. Okay. When I did it earlier, that was on, and I turned it off and this shot up. So going through these, if you have your hatches open and it's raining, you'll have water build up in your sub. So it's, you know, just adds that bit more depth to the to maintaining your boat and keeping it afloat or submerged safely. This is new, and I believe in this build, or at least within 27. I don't know where about in 27 it came out, because I didn't have it before before the current patch that did come out, which I think is build 4 for patch 4 for 27, something like that. Don't ask me. A patch hasn't come out since I bought it anyway. No, hopefully that isn't a bad sign. But I don't play with this on just yet. I want them to iron out any bugs that are within it. Darker nights I never play with it on. It's hard enough to see as it is, so why would I want to make it any darker? And I have a habit of crashing into the dock, and I do believe that a lot of people are saying don't use this at the moment due to it not being fully implemented just yet, and weird things can happen. Hardcore aiming mode, no. Realistic earth curvature, definitely, because I don't want to see for, you know, gazillion of miles. I want to be able to see, you know, the smokestacks and well, the smoke, and then the smokestacks, and then eventually, you know, the cabin and the hull of the ship and things. This one's an interesting one. If you don't know exactly how well you've been detected, or if you've been detected, disable it. Select what you want, kilometers per hour, knots, or nautical miles and knots. We're going to go with, see, we'll go with that one. Yeah, we'll go with that one. And then decimal or the classic. I'll go with classic. And that's all your options. I hope you've still got some ears left after that. No eardrums even. That was louder than I remembered the first time I launched the game. You do get little tips every in loading screens down here. The pump will, you know, pump the water out of compartments, and you can use the a chain of people to bucket the water out as well to the village, or closer to the village, or close to the centre of the boat where the village is located. Your command room, if you like. Terminology just doesn't mean anything to me because, you know, I never studied U-boats, clearly. But nevertheless, so here we are in first person mode. We can not do much outside of first person mode because part of the tutorial has you starting in first person mode. When you are in charge of your ship, you go in there to buy new supplies, torpedoes, food. Yeah, you guys need to eat, and you gotta cook that food. Medipacks, coffee, because coffee's always good, so is stew. And then you'll have a guy standing somewhere around here. That will be, you know, training crew will be further back that way. I don't know, I've never been to this dock, never done a tutorial. And then you'll have a car parked up with a guy there as well. And we saw him looking at his watch earlier, indicating that he wants to go. Yep.
Officer Collins, get on board and prepare for the road. Our orders are on my desk. Make yourself familiar with them.
Sounds so wrong, doesn't it? American accent for a German guy. But sorry. Maybe I should have put the German language on, and we can't close that while we're on the ladder, but we can while we're down here. So if we had real villaging on, we would want to close that before descending. And most of the things around here are, you know, you can meddle with. This is actually a mod. It's not in-game at the moment, sadly. At least, I don't think, oh, I can't even click on that. That ain't fair. Climb down again. So, tour of the ship. The main command room. We hang things just about wherever we can stick something, it will go. You know. So you've got your lights here. Normal running light. When you're underwater submerged, periscope level or below, you want to hit the blue light, especially if you've got destroyers or corvettes or any military ships around you that are hunting you. Reduces the oxygen intake, thus allowing you to stay submerged a bit longer. Red for nighttime helps with visibility of seeing through scopes and seeing your machinery a lot more easily. So basically blue will tell the crew that go to sleep, and only the people that are required at stations will be there, or allow the your echo sounder, obviously, tell you what the depth of the floor is in representation to your boat. Villager for cleaning out any water that you might have on the floor, which we don't have any at the moment. Gyroscope, self-explanatory, but it tells you there, you know, 4 times more accurate of keeping your current location. Your map, which we can't activate, we can't get into, but it's just a workstation. You can't actually do anything there for controlling depth of your boat, so you don't stick your that thing up there, out wherever it's called, the tower, I don't know. We don't want to go back up. We don't have anything else here, do we? No. Should we go to the front of the boat first? Hi. We can close the doors as well, just, you know, just to annoy people. A bed, we found your radio, nobody in here. Listening post for when you're submerged. We can't do anything with that just yet. playing cards, so you can play cards. Apparently we can't play cards at the moment, but this will help with crew morale. If they're feeling a bit down, pull this out, play cards with them, and it will help. We need to drop this briefcase off here, and obviously you can jump into bed, but we can't just at the moment because it's not that part of the tutorial. I guess that's definitely two of the officers on board. I don't know if he's a crew member or an officer. What's his name? Do you have a name? You okay, never mind. And perfect place to sleep, you know, with the torpedo underneath you, either side. And the torpedo shoots just here. What do we have in here? Should we drop a T1 in there? Somebody will load it. So we've got a couple, 4 T2s and then 3 T1s plus 3 2 T2s in the launcher and a T1.
Move! Come on, quickly!
Oh, apparently we're telling them to move. Are we going to load this then? And manage torpedo loadout. Nope, we're not. Good, because I didn't want to do that just yet. We're still exploring the boat. Keep trying to call it a ship. So if you get one compartment that's too flooded, you can close the door to it while you see these are having their food. Ain't that nice? Yeah, I won't be eating on board. Kitchen. If you thought your kitchen was small, yeah. Sit on the sink while you cook. Toilet. You know, when you live in a dingy little place and you play this game, it makes you look at your place and go, you know what, my place is actually quite big. Storage, so you've got your gallery, or galley even, where you can, you know, add food. The more food types that they've got available here, the better it is. So I've got a few mods active, by the way, clearly. Deck gun, so you've got HE ammo, armoured piercing rounds and flares. Flares? Why would we want flares? We ain't gonna sink. And then you got your AP round and HE rounds for your anti-aircraft gun. And then ventilation, which we're going to stick these in, because no, we're not going to stick them in because they might be part of the tutorial. Might. We never know. Oh, we've got bananas hanging up here. Now I would eat them. Engine room. Yep, just sweep it in the corner, nobody will notice, don't worry. Apart from this guy who was watching you, but I think he's too busy leaning against his screwdriver. Oh, he's listening. Okay, he's too busy listening to that thing, making sure it's running, it's all tuned in and timed, you know, like a guitar. So you got your electric engine here, switch to that when you're underwater. Go on your scrap, bring it here, make it into replacement parts for your boat, because, you know, why not? You got your diesel and air compressor, sorry, here, and your electric air compressor here. You don't need to turn both on to bring your air compressed or pressure back up for submerging and diving. You only need to turn one on, and you generally want to use this one. And then another torpedo bay, 5 as you can see, V. And we've got in there a T2 with a T2 back here somewhere. Where's the T2 back here then? Oh, right there. No, yeah. That's a smaller T. No, they ain't a T2. They ain't a rocket. Where do we store that thing then? Under the floor. Where's the crane to get it in? We hide them well on board this boat, apparently. Yeah. We do have a torch. Press F. There is a torch. But, you know, like if I pulled that thing out of there, or got a guy to pull that thing out of there, they ain't small. Okay. We got an invisible missile back there. An old school desk, huh? You just put anything on board this boat, don't you? If it fits, it'll go. Can we mess with them? Turn on the ventilation? We can. Ventilation. Right here. We'll use power. You can open it or you can turn it on. And if I had the carbon in here, I could throw it in and it would help, you know, just purify the air a bit more. You still cooking? You know, that looks really nasty. Is that bananas in there? Okay, anyway. Yeah, that... Didn't you just read that page? Right, we need to go and talk to the captain anyway. Which I'm hoping... No, you can't just walk into the ladder and climb. You have to left click climb. We better open the door, hadn't we? We do get out to first person mode, I know that. Ain't the captain? Where's the captain? Is he down here? Is he hiding? Is he having a smoke? Nope. Is that him over there? Read the message in the BDU. From BDU. What message? There's a message. Should have looked there in the first place, shouldn't I? BDU? What's a BDU? Read the message in the BDU. It's coming through. Anybody know where BDU is? Well, it ain't going to be there, is it? It's the other way. BDU. Skipper's desk. Open the ship log. That's orders, so that's a BDU. The ship log is a BDU. Okay, good to know. I ain't gonna read it out, so don't wait for me to read it out. You guys read it if you want to read it. Pause it if you need to. Yeah, very good. Now what do we need to do? Oh, there we go. Camera perspectives. So we could skip the tutorial if we wanted. Now that would be funny, but we're not going to. First person mission, and it's a breakaway, so you know, you can go back into first person mode anytime you want by clicking the eye icon down there. So it's time to open the map. Press M key. There you go. Now set a course to leave the harbour by right clicking, and it's going to tell us where to click, so we need to click here and then hold shift and click there, and below, where do we need to go from there? Oh, way over there. Okay. Anywhere else? Oh, okay, all the way up there. And oh, we don't need to go anywhere else. Okay, it's time to start the engine. Click the highlighted button to show the telegraph. And then okay, there we go. Why am I playing this like I'm a beginner? I've already played this game. I know how to start the engine. Let's speed things up with the time compression. Of course, it's always good to go a little bit faster. Did we get enough food on board? And from here we can... Yeah, easy. We can see everything by just going along. And we can open this up, and they didn't load. They're terrible. See, them missiles are there. And look at the length of them. Longer than the 3 people. Length of 3 people. You know, and you could fit 4 people in here. You wouldn't open the, well, you could, because these would fold away. But why didn't they just do that? I mean, would have made sense. And wouldn't you have had another line of people here? So you could have had like an extra, what, 4 people on board. Can we? Where are we? We're being lazy. Hi again. So all you do is walk backwards and forwards all day? No, don't close that. We want to go up there. We want to have a look. Dock. Step B. Perfect. Oh, WASD to move this, isn't it? Not the mouse. Well, you can use the mouse, but it's like up is down, down is up. W is up and S is down. Guess which one I'd rather use. You know, simple. W is for forward, for moving forward, and S is for moving back. So I'd rather work correct way around. Up is up and down is down. And we can right click to, apparently not to zoom in. We can hold shift and left, you know, A and D will pan us around. We can hit this button here to recenter on the 0 point of a heading, north, true north. But ain't this nice? What are you looking at? That building? Yeah. Can tell you's an architect. Is this the only step? Oh look, there is a compass in here, it just doesn't work. Oh, it does. Doesn't it? Is that moving? Oh, because direct north is that way, straight ahead. Wasn't it? Yeah. Direct north is straight ahead. Except that's saying it's over that way. Yeah, compass is broken. Yeah, I don't think there's any enemy over there. But you carry on. If you see a ship over there, let us know. We will definitely be afraid. He's having a cigarette and he's doing exactly the same, looking for enemy ships. Anyway, our can we gun this gun? Are we allowed? No. Aircraft gun. Oh, anti-aircraft gun. AA battery. And if we go back down here, walk all the way around to here. Here's our mean one. This one is a ship killer. Yeah. Somebody going to get the door? Yeah, today, because you know that we're getting rather close. Okay, that one closed, so that's good. Is that one going to open? We're going to stop. Oh, okay, that's good. We didn't crash. Very good. Can't get past here now. Yeah. Anybody else down here with me? No. Let's go back up here. But we can't even use the guns. I mean, terrible. Searchlight. Turn it on. Turn it off. Use that at your own peril in the night. When your fast travel mode becomes available. It does it? That's good to know. What do you want us to do now? Am I in the way down here? I guess I was. Click the button rapidly. Well, you don't need to click it rapidly, you only need to click it once. So happily moving along here, and we're not saving any fuel whatsoever. Oh, we're the first officer. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know what happens to the other first officer, which would make us the second officer, technically. So our batteries are charging because we're running with diesel engines. So if we brought this and hit there, it would switch over to electric motors, and then we could bring it back around to use electricity to power us. But we're running diesel, so we can go backwards. That was quick. I kind of already got familiar with the boat. Not that I wasn't already familiar with the boat, if you get my meaning. Okay, so you want me to do what and with what, and don't even say with whom. It's a perfect time for you to familiarise with yourself and prepare for what is to come. Okay, so you want me to find a sailor and discipline him. I'm not in first person mode. So let's go back into first person mode. Hello, you having a problem? No. You good? You're good. Anybody here having a problem? You're asleep. No, you're not. All these guys sleep with their eyes open, huh? Whoa. Don't want to startle you, but any idea of who the guy is that's meant to be in that bed? Because he doesn't look too healthy. Yeah, okay. We will. It'll be fine. Can we lock that door? No. What a shame. You okay? You okay? Good. So we gotta find somebody who's apparently in distress. Okay. Well, you clearly ain't. You're sweeping the floor. You're too busy eating that crap. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And you're fine. Rather noisy and You ain't hiding in the toilet, are you? No. You again. Everywhere I go. Okay, you're out of bed. You're out of bed. Hang on, wasn't you just back there? Wasn't you just back there? How did you get past me? Restock our food galley. I've already done that. Coming through again. Don't worry. So I want to go here. Galley. Remember that if the galley runs out of food, cook will take a random food from the storage to prepare the meals. Good to know. And that isn't a good thing. Right, so why is that still showing up there? Okay. There, yeah, and I put it back there. Yeah, no, maybe, hello. Do we have to do this from this view?
Yes, sir.
Shouldn't have transferred the food over, should we? So this guy's an officer, he's the engineer. He's sweeping again. good to know that we got people who are hard at work. So where's this guy freaking out? There's nobody freaking out unless he's up above. Nope. Somebody on the toilet though. Didn't decide to close the door behind him. Restock food in galley. We've done that. How many times do we need to do that? This tutorial's getting worse. So take all the food out the galley. Yeah? How's that? We'll leave the veg. So at least he's got something to cook with. Now we'll put the food back in the galley. Does that sound fair? We've got no other food on board. No, it does not. And find and discipline sailors that do not do their duties. Well, what duties are they meant to be doing? You haven't given me a list of names of people who are meant to be on what shift. Nothing. And from my understanding, like, all the crew were like, well, apart from the one that's sweeping the floor and him that's walking up and down, him that's constantly cooking, him that stands there all day, and him that sweeps all day, I don't see anybody else at work.
Skipper?
No, we don't. The rest we want to go to bed. We have plenty of energy. See, now I can we walk? Can you go up? Thank you. Now we can play cards. So anybody will just join randomly, but we're not going to play cards. Are you freaking? We can take command of you. Can we do anything? Hello. No.
Yes, sir!
You're released from your duty. Go ahead and do whatever you was going to do. And yeah. So I wonder if this is the guy I'm meant to calm down, but because I can't do the other parts of the mission because I've kind of already done it accidentally. Oops. Shows I've never done the mission. There is another toilet back here somewhere, and that is not what I'm looking for. There it is, look. Even fits a sink in there, amazing. And this is where we can get coffee, breathing apparatus, and a helmet. Yeah. Who we got going punch us or whatever we...
He's the same.
Well, you're kind of eating the same foods. At least he's cooked something different. Yeah. I hope that's meant to be gravy. You okay? You don't need telling off? No? Do you guys need to be told get to work? No. Do you? No. This is boring. I need to tell somebody off. Who do I need to tell off? You. Talk, yes. No, not turn the ventilator on. We don't want to turn that on. We want to talk to him. He was having a nap. Toilet cleaning. There you go.
Marine sailor is always alert. You bring shame to our crew. Instead of free time, you'll be cleaning the toilets.
You'll be
It's
clean.
an ideal place for people like you. Now get to work.
Ooh, now get to work. Yep. You just walk through there. That must have hurt. It's noisy back here. I'm leaving. Really? You again? You're like everywhere. And stay up there and don't do a whole Houdini and suddenly appear this way. Right, what do we need to do now? Restock the galley. We're stuck. We need to restock the galley, but we can't restock the galley because, well, I already done that. Or maybe I have to do that part of the mission first and then I can restock the galley. How about that? Maybe. And put that in there and go exit. No. Take it all out then. Don't worry, there'll be food in there in a sec. We can't take the potatoes out, apparently. It's fine. Here you go. Put it all back in. I've restocked it. You didn't see a thing. It wasn't in there in the first place. I just put it in there. Maybe I have to do this from... Go back out of first person. And go galley. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get. You have to click that, don't you? There. Transfer. Right, can we do shift? No. Okay. Good to know. Have I broke the tutorial? I think so. Oopsie. I broke the tutorial. Apparently it doesn't take much to break the tutorial. Let's exit that and then try. Now put it in and now go. No. Can we deselect that mission? That one? No? Yeah? No? Okay. I can't. I broke the mission. I ain't doing the whole tutorial thing again. Where are we anyway? Let's get away from the engine room now, because, you know, noise, loud, yeah. Fast forward. Hopefully that will update to something soon. We've... Oh, no, okay. Find the wreck. Yes, boss. Unidentified. Find what wreck? Hello. Turn on the searchlight. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's over there somewhere. And we need to go up, yes, to the conning tower and turn on no, not. Have we not selected our guy? So you can do it in first person or third person, entirely up to you. If you're playing in, if you select the options but only in first person, then you can only do it in first person. Although you can hold this button, which is the tab button, and then tell your guy to do certain things from there. We don't just play as one person. Just for the tutorial, it's limiting you to certain people. I hope. Send officer, yep, to the tower. Okay. He's in the tower. And targeting site. You there. Yes. Okay. Very good. Yep. Now find the wreck. Okay, can we use a bit of that? You see, by assigning ourselves more crew, we extend the area that we can visually see. And we do have, there it is, somewhere. We do have, I said rest bar, or was about to say rest bar, a fatigue bar. The more depleted the blue is, the tireder we get. I'm already in the map. It's all good. and plot a course for there. There we go, intercept there, and yeah. For the most part, you'd most likely find that you're in this view over any other view for a prolonged period of time, especially when you've got destroyers or something on your case. Can we stop the engines? There we go. Yeah, we are. Okay. You. We saw the most of the warships on the horizon is definitely British. We need the master of the warships on the horizon are definitely British. We need to hurry. Okay. We know we won't be controlling just a single character. Well, I do. So, equip a character with a diving suit. I guess you're going diving. That's in here, isn't it? There you go. Equip that. Now send the diver diving. Okay. Go for a dive. Go to the ship. Pull up the radar from the wreck. Yep. You go and do that. So let's fast forward. There he goes. Why are we depleting power? Gyroscope, of course. Might want to turn that off because if there's warships around, they can hear us a lot easier. Oh, you found something. Good. Yep, pull up the broken box. Transport the radar to the main storage room. Okay. You have it on you? You do not. So, wow, this thing's huge. That's ventilation. Oh, okay. You need that on you, yes. You go and pick that up. There he is, going up. So, anybody watch Greyhound? Tom Cruise, not Tom Cruise, definitely not Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. Quite a good movie. Preferred him in Saving Private Ryan, to be honest. So I got transported down to here. You. I need you to put out of there this. Yes. Good for you. Now get to it rather than telling me that you're on duty. Where are you? Oh, there you are. We're not in a rush, don't worry about the, apparently the big warships not too far away. They're fine. Meet the captain. Okay, well he ain't down there, he ain't sweeping the floor, is he? And where would the captain be? Would he be in bed? You know, we know he's kinda lazy. No, he's not in bed. So I'm guessing he's up here. Captain? No. Anybody seen the captain? Did he go, yeah, this guy's a bit too slow for my liking, so you ain't the captain? No, you ain't the captain. Definitely not the captain. Anybody seen the captain? Did he decide to bunk up with someone else and not? He ain't hanging out in the toilets. He ain't inspecting the boat, is he? If he is, you guys, you need to do some serious cleaning up. We're sprinting around the boat. Don't worry, it's fine. Should send. So where the hell's the captain? You know what? That doesn't tell me. Whoa. Oh, okay. Where the hell's the captain? Anybody seen the captain? Oh wait, he ain't up there, is he? Having a, cigarette. There he is. Oh no, we wanted that. He's on deck having a cigarette. Good for him. Talking about cigarettes. We want to go down. Can we go down that way? Apparently we can't. We gotta go this way because, it would make it a lot easier just to have one set of ladders. Hello?
Skipper, you need to see this immediately. Skipper, the destroyer is readying its battle stations.
Damn, they declared war on us. Call it fast. Cut out Summer, or we all are done.
Cut out Summer? We gotta leave the guy down there. He came up. Cut the rope.
Yes, sir.
Bye, Summer. Whoa! Yep. I think we're definitely under attack. You might want to run a bit faster. Yeah, go. Yeah, the captain of the boat and...
Come on, quickly.
Yeah. Maybe you want to consider doing that yourself. Oh, don't close it. Open. Uh-oh. Exterior hatch. Pressure on opening hatch is too high. Does somebody want to open the hatch for me?
Yes, sir.
Can I tell him to... Oh, we went down anyway. Thank goodness for that. Flood the tanks. Okay, flood the tanks. Go to periscope depth.
Periscope depth.
Yeah, we'll just go to periscope depth, And we still can't control these guys. We've lost one guy who's like at the bottom of the ocean. He'll be fine until his oxygen runs out. Are we going down? What can you do? Oh, okay. We need to actually tell him to flood the valve. Yeah. Emergency dive. We've to that should be fine. Oh, are we going to go down? And you want us to get out of here. Escape the destroyer. Where's the destroyer then? He's... That's a corvette, now a destroyer. Where's... So we want to go where? Well, you, hang on. I want to do one thing, you see. See this? I want to turn that off because it's as noisy as can be. And I want to go that way. If he's coming this way, I want to go that way. And I also want to go... Oh, blue lights have already been active. Okay, never mind. Go. Well, he can't find us. Crew morale. Oxygen is slowly depleting. Batteries are obviously dropping. So exactly where do we need to go? Is there anywhere we need to go? In particular, you know, back to base maybe? No. So where do we need to go? Okay, can we I think it's fair to say we've escaped him, but we're kind of, you know, we're in some deep trouble here. Batteries are close to depleting and oxygen is an issue. Yeah, blow the tanks. Because we're kind of dead on there. Are we... switch to diesel then. We're not coming back up. Where the hell am I? But you guys are there.
On your order.
There we go.
Switch to diesel engine.
I did. It didn't work. At least oxygen's replenishing. How's our... we're fine on there. Right, we've escaped. What do you want us to do now? We don't need these two guys following us around. Where do you want us to go? Let's turn that down a minute. Is there a particular place you want us to go? I mean, I've done this, scouted all the way over here rather. It's a big ass map. I don't get where you want us to go. Escape the destroyer. Yeah, done it. We're going back to where the destroyer originally was, but it's okay. Maybe we was meant to go that way. Or was we meant to go? I don't know. Batteries are replenished. Could have sunk the destroyer. That'd have been fun. Anyway, I think the tutorial's bugged or something. I've escaped the destroyer, and so yeah. I wouldn't recommend playing it with that. Can we go management? What's management? Oh, okay. So we can schedule what the people will do, their shifts, and what they'll do within their shifts. And this is by, you know, a number, 10 being the highest. So you know, you can't do 10. Okay. Can you do 9? You can. And 0 for nothing. And you can assign as to what kind of role that they play within the ship. And then your crew, as you can see, they've been already assigned by what is important for them. They do a morning, evening and night shift, where the night shift mostly sleeps. Okay. And how many do they have per, say, five? Well, if we go to the evening shift, and then upped morning shift by 3 and afternoon shift by 2, then tasks is fine. Actually leave them as they are. 07 it starts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we do the opposite here. There we go. So these guys do the 7 till 6, and should be 7 till 7, shouldn't they? And these guys do the 8 till 6. Shouldn't that be 8 till 8? 12 hour. Okay. Whatever. We'll just leave it at that. and the crew, and oh, we got one guy missing. Okay, and obviously we kind of killed a guy. What else can we do in the menu? Headquarters, and which is where you can do research, by the way, which we can't. Utopedia, journal, save load, settings, video, game, audio controls and keyboard, and you can change the audio language. You can't turn any of that on or off, and you can't change that. Okay. But I honestly don't get where we was meant to go. It didn't say anything. It just journal, orders. Yeah, we did all that, and then it says escape the destroyer. Well, we've done that as well. Anyway, I'm done. Yeah, it's too bugged. The tutorial anyway is too bugged. Don't let that put you off on the game though. The game overall is good. Just stay away from the tutorial until they fix it and get where they want it to be. And I would quit the menu. Yes, I'm not going to obviously keep that saved because I don't know where I was meant to go. If you want to play with that start year, I would suggest going. Oh no, it's going to be loud again, isn't it? I suggest starting it, and then when it comes up saying do you want to skip the tutorial, skip it then. Or with the most popular ship is this one. And I think these are the most popular ones on YouTube that people will play. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play anything above. I would have liked if they'd actually had it that you could select your starting year, so you could actually be starting, you know, your in the early years. But for the sake of the video, we will just show you what I meant by you would control all of your crew. Yep, that's all good. And yep, actually no, shirt. We don't want that shirt. We want why not? No, not that. No. Why did you go for that one? Wanted that one. That way you get seen easily in the dark. I mean, it goes with your white hat then, huh? And we will be fine with that. And yeah, we'll just keep that name. Always flickers when it goes to this loaded screen. I don't know why. And enemy ships carry a limited amount of depth charges, which is good. Word of warning. If you get this game and you go, you know what, I'm going to sink that destroyer because it's really annoying me, be prepared to fire a few torpedoes, more than 2 anyway, at the destroyer, because the destroyers are pretty hard to kill or sink, whichever terminology you wish to use. So in this view is what I meant, or in normal game mode. We're obviously back at dock, but you get to select all your crew. You can assign them people there, but apparently we can't at the moment. Why is that? Or we can assign them here. Oh, because you have to click there. I normally do it there. It's just easier. Select your officer, and you can I want to upgrade my ship. Well, if you do research, then you can unlock upgrades, which then allow you to upgrade your ship. And you start off with very limited funds. So essentials, I would strongly suggest that you top up your fuel before doing anything. Torpedoes, I would suggest you load all your torpedo chutes, have all the chutes loaded, and then restock. That way you'd be fine. Ammunition, always make sure you got enough ammunition, especially in here. Well, we ain't gonna want flares, that's for definite. We ain't gonna buy any of them either because we don't have the money. Food, definitely stock up on some food, but I would wait until you've got the torpedoes aboard first. Buy coffee, you can never have enough coffee. Yeah, it should be good. So food and torpedoes and fuel. Fuel, torpedoes, food, coffee. But we're good. And then when you've bought something, you'll get a timer up here that will, say, right, you're doing that, you're doing nothing, and you're loading the launchers. Okay. So 17 of 18, so we'll just take him on now. We're a full crew. Again, you can do your schedules and everything from here. You can buy additional crew members, but they won't be part of your crew. They'll just be in the roster for you to use if you like. And then this guy is where you get your missions from. When you come, thank you, even though I don't remember it, when you do your missions, when you get back, if you're going to do any research, which is here, you'd obviously select something, and the accumulators is normally one that people start quite early. Radar. The orange icon indicates that it's before its time. It wasn't developed until the 8th of the 5th, 1941. So the 8th of June, or no. May, isn't it? Yeah, May. It is like, what time in the morning? 2:30. And I've got to be up in 2.5 hours. Oh, ain't good. Yeah, so kids are going back to school, and they've got to be up really early. I've got to be out of the house for 7:30. And I've got to be up before they get up. Anyway, enough with the kids and school and getting up. So by doing that, it takes longer, and you need a radio man to do that particular one, as you'd need an engineer to do this one, which would take 40 days. This one would take 24 days just to do the accumulators. Now I have got mods installed which are clearly running, because that would normally take like 12 days. When you get back, if you're going to do any research, I would select it and then say goodbye to him. So, and then load up your ship, buy anything that you need to stock up on board your ship, boat even, and then skip the time, load anything else that you want to load, skip the time, and then go to this guy. If your research isn't done at that point, take your days off. That way you can advance time again, so when your research is done or thereafter, and get fitted, and you're ready to go again. And then when you're ready to take a new mission, you head here. Thank you. The bars indicate the difficulty, so 1 bar is easy, medium, hard, and by hard, strong winds and are forecasted in the area. That doesn't mean that that's why it's hard. It just means that this is going to most likely have a lot of military presence within it, and maybe even planes. So aircraft carrier could be here somewhere, for all you know. And obviously it's close to, it's one of the main, it's a shipping area. People bringing supplies over from the US to the UK. Again, there'd be a lot of military presence around here, hence the reason that this one be medium. And then this one be apparently easy because you just gotta get a spy. Is it? Central torpedo, G7 torpedo 3 will be loaded on your ship. Test them in the action, but beware. Okay. Yeah, so you gotta get a spy here, which will allow you then to start being able to use the T3s. I know the T2 were made because they was half the price of the T1, and I think they wasn't dud as often. You didn't get as many duds as you did with the T1, but they still had failures with them. The T3, I'm guessing, was a evolution of the T2. There is no T4 as far as I know in the game, so you go from T3 to T5. T5 I believe is homing device built into it. So it'll try and lock onto its own target, or a target that you've designated to it. If you're off with your calculations, that it will turn and come back on itself to try and hit the target. And then when you're happy with your selection, hit the select button to go, and go aboard your boat if you're in already, and set course, set a route, and get the hell out of Dodge. But I think people also use this one because it's easier to get into dock compared to some of the other starting conditions. But I'm going to have to leave it there because I am knackered and in desperate need to go and get that sleep before having to go for the kids. So I would suggest watching some videos, people who are better at playing the game and know what they're doing, and can give you better understanding as to how to play the game, because obviously I wasn't trying to show you how to play the game, and they would have done a better job than me anyway. And do a Google search. You can definitely pick this game up a lot cheaper than you can get it on Steam, believe me. Buy a CD key, type in Uboat Steam key, and you'll be surprised. You can save yourself quite a bit of money doing it that way, or wait for it to go on sale if you are not too fussed about buying it now. But I would suggest giving it the benefit of the doubt. Just because the tutorial didn't go according to plan doesn't mean the whole game's like that. The game definitely isn't. But there are bugs, I will tell you that now. But the development crew are actively working on it, so hopefully they will get a very good, polished, stable version out at some point, and that will become the foundations for all future builds that are finalised and released. But until they do that, sit back, relax, enjoy, find someone to watch, and I'm going to leave it there and say thank you for watching, and have a good one. See ya. Broadcast started. Oh, we don't want to do a broadcast, I want to end. Oh, it's Alt F.